I legitimately believe that if Meta is around when Web3 actually takes center stage, we would be in that top 5. Like, that's how much planning, that's how big of a caliber I believe this is.
Look, I've been seeing you everywhere, Russ. I see you hopping in spaces, doing all this stuff, and you've been around for a while. It's not like you just launched yesterday and, threw up a gold badge and call it a day. Like, no, you've been building for a while, and I'm super excited to hear more about what it is that you're doing and how you're adding value to the ecosystem. And then also thoughts on the whole Bags app thing. I mean, obviously you've been working alongside Bags app essentially, right? Because you launched on there. Yeah, I'm just curious to hear all about it. So if you don't mind just introducing yourself, letting us know more about what Hubzz is doing.
Yeah, where to start? The Bags app thing was like a happy little accident. Had my developer get sponsored, and he just wasn't about crypto at all. And I thought he was hacked, right? He posted a contract. I responded right away. I'm like, dude, he's hacked. And then I hit him up on Slack. He's like, no, man, that's real. He's actually made he was like 20K in revenue. And then I've been digging into it and learning more about it. I've been in the space since 2017, mostly in the digital collectibles genre. I've just never left since then. So definitely trying to create something I think that never popped off the right way or created like sustainability. But there's a really deep thesis behind why we're doing Hubzz and how it's sort of evolved what Zuckerberg has done and how we believe that we can do what he couldn't do with $70 billion and bring on the mainstream adoption by meeting people where they're at with hyper convenience. We call ourselves a hyper casual metaverse that just happens to be on Bags now. And so we've been at it for 2 years. Mainly myself, I did well enough in crypto where I could focus on this full time without having to worry about keeping food on the table. So that was definitely a luxury. Now we got this freaking amazing thing about to launch, which is really X Spaces, but with a 3D additive. So I genuinely fell in love with the whole drop-in audio format. And then it planted a seed where I wondered if there was an added layer of immersion behind that drop-in audio feed, the 3D immersive world that you could flip-flop to at that level of convenience. And so this sort of has been an evolution of that thought ever since. And yeah, so now we're here and it's sick, man. That's actually the mobile app. We're mobile first in a mobile world. And we also have what you call as an infinite scroll of algorithmic discovery. So take TikTok and Discord. If they had a baby, that's how you get that 8 to 12 second attention span of the mainstream by giving them live experiences like curated in a feed. So that's a big one. That's why I was treading lightly when I got introduced to Bags, because I had to figure out like what it was all about and how different it actually was from Pump Fun. I happen to have ideas of how this evolves and how we can make some sustainable income for creators out there. I'm all for it. I've been kind of like, trying to get Finn Bags' attention because I'd love to have a dialogue. It seems like with these apps, he's doing really cool stuff. But I love these little modular features that you can kind of tack on and swap around.
Which is new.
It's really good. And I think they can evolve that. And that's what's actually making me a little more excited, because this could truly be something that could become, some sustainable income. I think the value for us is just the people that showed up. And them having a vested interest to kind of champion this has been a really great thing to see. So honestly, that for us is like the breadwinner. Yeah, there's people chilling. What's funny is people will just AFK in there all day because it's so lightweight.
Wait, these are real people?
Yeah, they'll just chill in there. And if you wait, I bet the people watching will start hopping in there. And that's just one of our venues. And this is all part of just the MVP, by the way. You can play video. Look, that guy's... There you go.
Yo, what?
Oh, yeah. And you can go to first person mode. So we go from isometric all the way to VR. It's dope, man. Yeah, that's our intern right there, just chilling, man. But imagine like how cool it is to have these like serendipitous encounters in a virtual world where you're just kind of co-working, but you can have this running in an extra browser tab, and then people coming in and out, and you just meet in like it's a third place. I don't know if you guys know what that means. It's a type of community. So your family's first place, your workspace is your second community, and your third place community is like the informal gathering areas, like your coffee shops, town squares. But those serendipitous encounters where you actually find new communities, but you don't have the responsibility of relationships.
Five, dude. I'm like, damn. I can't hear anything that Faded is saying, but I kind of like it, bro. I kind of like that I can't hear him right now.
Yeah. Lo-Fi Girl's a good, like, kind of example of how I expect this to be You know, Lo-Fi Girl, like people will just, there's like always tens of thousands of people listening along, chatting
On
to each other.
YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I could see us being used like that a lot. We have actually a big emphasis on events and stuff. How do I put it? So we have ticketed events, and this here is a venue where you can actually set up a really cool sequence. Like you can do a Twitch stream, Kick stream. You can do our native drop-in audio where you can have the talking heads just like X Spaces, screen sharing, whatever. But I believe that this will be used for immersive ways to engage your audience. So our flywheel is with content creators having an immersive way to reach their audience. And then their audience can actually own a piece of their community space or area.
No, I think it's really cool. And I do have a question for you. So, did you find Bags or did the Bags community find you?
Dude, they freaking found me, man. It was aggressive. Everyone loved me all of a sudden, dude. It was just like, man, instant celebrity status, the quintessential experience, I think, where you just get this rush of people saying, we're going to support you. We're going to carry you. We love you. But then I, felt like I owed the people who put in a vote of confidence and I have to give value back. And so the integration of that token within we put 6 months into our tokenomics, man, like 6 straight months.
Wow.
Like it's nuts because there's so many things that don't work in this space when it comes to Web3 gaming, and we're not really a game, we're an app, but like we apply all those lessons and then this thing just drops in our lap and I had to kind of configure it. But I'm really happy with what we ended up doing and what we plan for holders, and they seem pretty stoked. We have our weekly calls and whatnot, but yeah, I think end all be all, the best thing for Bags is just the people that come along with this.
Did you apply for the Bags Hackathon?
I did. I friggin' better get a little computer on my desk.
Yeah, bro. He said,
but no, I definitely did. And I don't know. I'm excited. I actually want to see if we can get a whole instance of Hubzz kind of white labeled for the Bags community, because they're an ecosystem of communities. So they could really benefit. Like imagine people chasing you around saying, claim the fees, bro. But now they got avatars, right?
That
would be
sounds
crazy.
like a nightmare. That's crazy.
Dude, they can yell at you. They use their voice.
You
they got
wake up-
speakable audio.
You wake up in a metaverse world with a black slender bob looking thing.
Oh, they didn't mean
It's a like anime looking cat. Just claim the fees.
I'm curious, because there's so many projects, why should yours win?
I feel like we fall in line with the ethos pretty heavily, especially with how Bags is trying to evolve into something more than the solopreneur, So I believe that we're sort of like maybe a little ahead of our times with Bags and stuff, but I think that definitely allows us to stand out. The fact that we have a team that it's really between advisors, it's over 40.
Wow.
We're just kind of like, we've got a lot of industry veterans, and it's not that I'm trying to say that's what it takes to really be up front, but I think it definitely helps our case.
This is insane, bro. This is super immersive. And to be honest, it might be our future. I don't know.
I hope so. It's the metaverse for today. In 20 years, you got Zuckerberg's weird stuff, but for today, you got this, and hopefully it meets the mark.
I'm going to finish with this. Say you win first place. What are you doing with the $100,000 that is given to you?
100K. That's runway, man. That's added runway. That's all I ever think about is, it's like a lot of times in Web3, they launch a token, they build a plane in the air. It's nonsense. Like we overplanned just so we can make sure that we can get into that revenue sweet spot and, become a timeless platform. I'm inspired by RuneScape. I'm inspired by Seinfeld, like syndication, man. Like like that's what I believe this thing is supposed to be. Like I want this to exist 100 years from now. That's the true Web3 way. And so like my kids can kind of have this as their legacy and whatnot. So I'm all in. So when it comes to added money, man, it's insurance. That's going to be more insurance. It's going to be more people, boots on the ground. I collect devs like Pokemon cards. So find the best devs to level up even further. But again, just to make sure that this thing can stand the test of time.
If you were to leave some new builders that haven't launched on Bags or haven't found Bags with some type of advice and words of encouragement, what would you give them?
I really like seeing, like if you've been cooking, right, and you're a little apprehensive, I think you should dip your toe in and just see what happens, and then be open-minded to the people who show up. Give them the benefit of the doubt, right? But no, I think if they're willing to stick it out, right, you can't lose if you don't quit. And I believe that. And if you won't burn out as long as you're in it because you believe in it, right? Your fallback is it's something that you feel you're authentically is like you're supposed to do. For me, I can say that without a doubt. I feel born to do this. So if you're doing something wholeheartedly, like Bags app can definitely be some jet fuel to jumpstart, what you're trying to do and get some people behind you very quickly. So I think dip your toe in, see what people think, man. Don't be, if you got something, you might as well put it out there. This is a great way to get some feedback and money right away.
All right. Very cool. Well, congrats on the application and good luck on your journey. And I hope you're one of the 100, and get yourself a new Mac Mini, a nice little badge, and all that good stuff.
I appreciate it. And thank you for having me, Preston. I'll come back and I'll do my victory lap or whatever. We can all be in Hubzz chilling and doing this, with a little extra immersion.
I'm totally down. Let's do it.
All right.